Hello there, a very good morning and welcome to another edition of the Talk of the Town. Joining us this morning is the president of the Sri Lanka Medical Association, Dr. Ariyaratne. A very good morning, doctor, and welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Dr. Ariyaratne, Sri Lanka's health sector is facing a serious crisis. It had been facing a serious crisis since, of course, the economic crisis began here in Sri Lanka. We faced shortages in medicine. We've had doctors leaving the country at a stretch. Doctor, my first question to you is, what really is happening to the health sector in Sri Lanka in terms, is the health sector getting worse, or is it at least tilting a little bit towards a more positive side, maybe compared to 6 months ago?
Yeah, Charlene, I don't think we are still out of the woods. We are facing a very serious crisis, and I don't see it being improved compared to 6 months ago. The situation looks a little bit more serious now because the shortages of medicines have really not been, that issue has not been fully addressed. We still have shortages of essential drugs in many hospitals. At the same time, the out migration of health personnel, particularly specialists, their migration is affecting the health system. Specialists like anesthetists and also cardiologists, cardiac surgeons. So these specialties are very important to keep certain government health care units functioning. So they are being closed down, therefore the patients are not getting optimal care. And also we see not just the shortages of drugs, but also there are questions about the quality of drugs, because the system of registration has not been followed, where waivering of registration given for emergency purchases, which has led to lower quality drugs coming to the market. At the same time, the prices of medicines have increased. So there's what you call the out of pocket expenditure, which is very high. Now it's more than 50%, which is also leading to what sometimes you call catastrophic health expenditure, because people of course want to save lives of their loved ones. They will sell their assets and even go to a private hospital and get the care, because they can't probably get the treatment from government hospitals, or sometimes the tests cannot be done in the government.
Sometimes the list is too long.
Exactly, waiting lists are there. So because of that, I think it's impacting particularly disproportionately the lower socioeconomic groups in this country, because they are the ones who have been benefiting from the universally free healthcare system in Sri Lanka. So a country which has maintained a very equitable healthcare system is now at the verge of collapsing, which is a fact. So we need to treat this as an emergency, and all the decision makers, including our the government and the political leadership, need to pay urgent attention to this. And professional colleges like the Sri Lanka Medical Association and other professional medical associations, colleges are willing to help. We have made recommendations, we have made suggestions how these could be these solutions could be found in short term, medium term and long term. So it's a matter of following those recommendations and then implementing them. I think then we can somehow overcome this situation, and we will not let the health system collapse. That's our resolve. And all the doctors who remain to be in the system, they are working very hard and they are making a huge sacrifice. That needs to be recognized as well, because an overwhelming majority of doctors are staying and continuing to work under severe resource constraints. I think that's greatly admirable, and we as a medical association will continue to do our role.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ariyaratne, and of course, on behalf of the people, I wish you all the best to push these reforms in the health sector that are much needed, of course, to maintain the integrity of the health sector here in Sri Lanka, and of course, at the end, save lives of our fellow brothers and sisters. Thank you very much for joining us on Talk of the Town this morning. It's back to the morning fix on Yes 101.